What's going on, everybody? Glad to have you here. Going to do a walkthrough of the Alpha Gator. And so some of you are a part of the Gator community, and this video is specifically for you guys. There's so many benefits of being a part of Gator and being a Gator when you invest and be a part of this community in the Gator tribe. Why I became a Gator, not just to lend out money, was also because of this amazing thing we have access to, which is called the Alpha Funding Alpha Gator. And if you haven't already set up your account, I've been sleeping on this for the last couple weeks, months that I've been a part of Gator, doing other Gator stuff. But I forgot and realized part of the reason why I signed up for Gators for this specific reason. It's giving us a way to be able to lend money to anybody who has deals without lending your own money, without having to do a lot of the lead work. Now, inside of the Gator training portal, you'll notice there's tons of training. There's probably 10 or 15 videos going through this exact process. What I want to walk you through now is once you get to this point, what comes next? And what to expect. Right now, I've already gone through the original sign up process. I went through the training. So if you haven't gone through the training already, please go through all the training. Don't come find me and ask questions. The training has all the answers you need. I just want to give you guys a walkthrough of what to expect on what comes next. And what you'll notice here is that there's a document that you'll get access to, just like this, that you'll go through and you will follow along. This is exactly what I did to get signed up. It took me probably 20 to 30 minutes to get to this point in the process where I have now submitted my information. I filled out all the information here that it's asked for a broker registration. And I waited less than 24 hours to get an email to be able to sign into my account. So I now have the ability to sign into my account for the first time, which I'm going to do here with everyone. So you guys can see what are the next steps. And we're just going to walk through the process because now there's one of two things you can do. You can request a landing page that they create for you, or you can have a previous website made using various different sites down here. If you scroll down, answers that question, right? So WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, Weebly, Shopify, GoDaddy website builder. Again, if you have the technology or the technical skill to build on any of these platforms that they allow, then great. I typically use either ClickFunnels, Go High Level, a form of Go High Level, or some of the other platforms out there for landing pages. They don't have it here, so I'm not even going to worry about it. And my recommendation to everyone here, we got into Gator to be as less involved as possible. That's part of it, right? Like, hey, you go use my money, you go do all the legwork, you do all the marketing, find your deals, fund, and I'll fund the deals, and I get my percentages. I get my benefits out of being a part of the deal. So, everybody that's in Gator should have this set up, and everybody should be funneling people that have deals to this site and getting them to submit their deals to this funding site that you bring, that you represent. And if those deals get funded when they go through the Alpha Gator and they get their transaction coordinators to underwrite the deals with those investors bringing in the deals, you don't have to do all the legwork anymore. It's mind-blowing. I was sitting here the other day with my business partner, Javier Paredes. He's a sub-2 student, and he's been helping me out a lot. And he's looking for private money lenders. And I'm sitting here thinking we're trying to find people who want to do a little bit more long-term lending on a deal that he has where they could potentially make 12 to 18% on their money long-term, cash on cash. And no one wants to do a 24 to 36-month loan, personal loan. As a PML. And not to say that we can't find someone, it's just very difficult to build that Rolodex. And so I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I go, wait, I wonder if the Alpha Funding program that I have access to, that I can set up, allows this. And lo and behold, when you go through all this, you get all the Gator funding playbook. I went back through the playbook again and I scrolled all the way down and you come to this beautiful page, their lending programs. And without a shadow of doubt, it's right here. There's a buy and hold section that they will fund. If he submits his deal, his numbers, runs through it all, he can get up to 80% of the loan to value on that property as is. So you may not need to get the full amount for the home. You need a small piece of it. Regardless, what I'm trying to say here is I want to encourage everybody in the Gator tribe that has access to this, because nobody outside of Gator tribe has access to this. You have to be an active, paying, fully paid up, active Gator tribe member. You have to be able to have that first. That's one of the main reasons why I invested into the tribe. The other reasons are to connect with other people that are like-minded, to learn a lot of the other strategies and trainings around creative financing and lending money and becoming my own bank, kind of terms, like being a cash guy versus having to go find deals. I just want to fund deals and make my percentages and my long-term cash flow on bigger deals. That makes sense to me. And connecting people as well, getting connector fees to finding other people that have money and bringing them deals to them through bringing deals to me. So learned a lot in Gator. Want to encourage everybody here, if you're not signing up, this is your moment to do it. It takes less than 20-30 minutes to get the initial sign up complete. And now we're going to walk through the rest of the process here. So we're just going to read through this, take a few minutes, pause the video, read through this. This is the email you're going to get. I've already read through it already. I'm not going to sit here and read to you guys. I feel technology, hit the pause button, go ahead and read through this real quickly. And then once you're done, you can unpause and we're going to move right in. So we're going to jump right on over to the Alpha Funding website. You've already set up your email that you signed up with. That is the email you used for your Gator lending, your Gator Tribe account. So whatever you use to get into Gator, Manifest You, make sure you keep that same email. That's how they're going to check your records and make sure you're legit across the board. If you try to sign up with a different email, or if you try to share this and get other people to sign up outside of the Gator network, this is their security of keeping it one person gets one login for one Gator Tribe account. So I'm one person. I've used one email, Proven Realty LLC at gmail.com, and I've already created that account in the beginning. Now they've given me access to log in. So I'm going to hit the login button. So what you now see here is the main profile dashboard. Again, the Gator library has everything in there already. I don't know why that popped up. Just browsing. All the training walks through all of this. I'm diving through it already. I'm through about 4 or 5 videos right now. Tons of information, great resources. But this dashboard is going to help you understand what's going on, who's applied for stuff, right? So you get to see who's coming in here and who's doing what. So you have 2 ways of looking at this. You can either be a very like, hey, you need funding, go to this site, they fill it out, hands off. That's it. Just let it, just let it. And then come in and check to see if you get an affiliate commission because they went through with the process. Or you can come in here and see what everybody is creating. You can connect with them and you can help build the relationship long-term. That's how I'm going to use it. I'm going to use this not just as a place to send people for them to go through and sign up, and then they work with the funding people behind the scenes with Alpha Funding and whether they get it approved or not. I'm actually going to go in there and I'm going to build relationships on top of that. And the reason why is because not every deal someone submits to this site will get approved through Alpha Funding. They have their own underwriting team and they're going to work with those individuals as much as possible. So I don't want someone to come in here, put in an application to get funded, it doesn't get funded, and then they never come back because like, oh, well, they're not going to fund my next deal. I don't want that to happen. If someone's bringing deals to the table, I want to cultivate that relationship and I want to make sure that this is a tried and true trusted site they can come to and let them understand that not every deal they bring into this to get funding will get funded. And that's okay. But I want them to make sure that it doesn't cost anything to put it through here. It's free to submit and apply. So part of like educating and building relationships and networking, that's going to be a huge part of this. So as people submit their applications, right, for their proof of requests, their construction applications, their rental applications, I can see what everyone's doing for each of the applications that they're doing. And these are some great options. So again, use this here. This is going to be the basis on how you can lend out money. So if you have someone that's asking like, hey, I need money for a fix and flip. And this isn't just for people in the Gator community. Like, of course, work with them. And here's the thing. Most of you guys that are watching this right now, you're not taking advantage of this. You're going to look for people for money for a fix and flip when you could have your Gator funding site set up and you would just have the person that's bringing you the deal, submit it through your site and see if they get funded for the fix and flip through these terms. They might get approved. The terms are very favorable. They're not that crazy or intrusive. I think the only one in here that uses like kind of a credit check is going to be a cash out refi. A cash out refi this is really the only one that's going to have a credit based on here. Everything else doesn't have credit based. All right, take it back. Fix and flip. No LTC cap on credit. Okay, yeah. So yeah, no LTC cap based on credit, right? So there's no cap here, but it's not credit based. All of these are non-credit based because they're going to look at the deal from an investor's perspective, from a lens, from an investor's eye. If it's a deal, we all know this. We from time and time again, if it's a deal, and what I mean by deal is everybody wins. Everybody is going to make money. No one's a loser here, right? There's not one person that's going to make less, or somebody may make more money. The terms may be more favorable for somebody, but if everyone's in the positive making money side and it's a deal, the banks make their money based on the terms. The person you're buying it off of, they're making their money for what they want. You as the investor get to make your money for what it's worth. That's a deal. You take the deal, right? And so this is very favorable for all kinds of exit strategies, whoever you're talking to. I have a few people that hopefully are watching this video. I have a gentleman that I'm working with out here in Tampa. He's starting a new construction and build company. He is already started. They've already done a couple homes and they're taking investors right now to buying new construction homes. I'm thinking to myself, they have a new construction program here. So why not have him apply his numbers for a new build to get favorable people or to get funding for his new construction, which he's going to do. He's not a Gator. I'm a Gator. So he's going to come in here and he's going to fill this out and see if he gets approved for a new build. And if he does, guess what? Rinse and repeat. He's just going to keep doing a new build over new build. Now, what's the benefit to you as a Gator? What's the benefit to me as a Gator? Once they come in through and they get approved, you get a percentage commission on the fees they charge. And so that changes and fluctuates based on the size of the loan, how and when it gets approved. But the only legwork we are charged in doing is the marketing side, is the cultivating of a relationship side. So part of being in Gator, part of being in Sub 2, part of being in any industry, but especially real estate, it's about relationship building and building a community with people, like-minded people, and people who are doing deals. And so if you're somebody that really considers themselves to be a connector, someone who considers themselves to find deals, but you know, it's hard to find money, right? It's hard to pitch this. You need to be setting up your alpha funding account. End of story. So remember, all of these resources that I'm showing you right here today are all located inside of the Manifest You training portal. If you're not already in there already, like I said, I'm through the first 3 videos. I've just started a few minutes through Q&A number 3. All the Alpha Gator stuff is in here. How to sign up is all up here. So if you have questions, please don't reach out to me. I'm over on Instagram. If some of you are finding me, great, but make sure you go through the training here. It's super important. All your questions are going to get answered. The one thing I'll tell you out of my background of being in business and business coaching and helping people build their digital marketing businesses online for the last 7 years is this is part of the legwork you need to do to get into any business. And so part of it's going to be learning, training. I've spent countless hours watching YouTube videos, training portal videos, and being a go-getter, being proactive and seeking out knowledge, not always just saying, hey, I have a question, let me go answer this question. There are levels of questions to ask, and a lot of the questions we see people, and Pace Morby likes to talk about this, right? You're called ask holes. Those are lower surface level questions that can be found in the training, which means if you are asking that question, the number one reason why you're asking that question means you haven't gone through any of the training. And so we're not going to answer those lower level trainings. Don't become an asshole. Go through the training. Now, when you have those higher level questions, things that are a little bit more complex based on specific scenarios and deal structure and whatnot, those are valid questions. Those are higher level questions that have more complexity to them. Those are the kind of questions, everyone is looking for. Not, well, what's Gator 2.0? How do I sign up for alpha funding? How do I do this? Like the little things, dive through the training, folks. It's the stripes you have to put on your shoulders and your sleeve in any business building endeavor you're on. And so as someone who's been in this space for a very long time, someone who coaches and has consulted with over 1,000 clients, this is the advice that I give to all of them. And so as a fellow community member here in Gator with you all, I'm creating this to bring more awareness so all of you can get off your tail, go through the training, set up the alpha funding, and start getting affiliate commissions through alpha funding. And that's a lot of what this is. It is affiliate commissions. That's the way it's labeled. But you're getting commissions based on just pimping out a fund, Alpha Funding, which has, they say over $300 million plus that they're deploying. $300 million they are deploying. And I'm sure that pool will open up more. So you actually, as a Gator, have access to over $300 million in funding that you can then find for your deals. And they don't have to be deals that are sourced out of the Sub 2 community, the free group, or the Gator tribe. You can find deals and other people in other groups in other areas of the internet that are looking for funding for their deals. Send them this link once you have it set up. All right, enough of that. Let's go in here. Once you've read the email, it's going to say come down. Once you've logged in, you want to go to the second set of instructions. So we're going to come back over here to this document. We're going to scroll down, and we are now in our second set of instructions, right? So we're going to log into the portal. We're going to hit the button up here to the top right, order landing page. Enter your details to match your purpose to the Gator, right? Phone number, email, broker portal, right? Referral, right? As a referral partner, you're the initial point of contact for your referrals. You may refer them to FAQ found on your landing page. Remember, you're building a relationship. The stronger the relationship, the more likely they are to submit deals. They should have highlighted this and big bolded it across. So actually I can do it on mine, right? But I made a copy. Everyone makes a copy. So there is an original document you can get access to. But here's a broker landing page. Fill it out. Select information. We're going to go here, right? Do we have an existing website? We don't. Or I do, actually, and I'll show you how I did that. And then we're going to hit agree. I've already done the agreement. We're going to hit support, and then you have all the follow-up support here. So we're going to go through this. So I pretty much understood what's next. We're going to broker account. I'm not going to use a different source. I'm just going to order my landing page, get it over with, let them do all the work. And when the first few commissions comes out, they will take out from the first few commissions, right? So we're here at the broker. So we're going to go here, fill out the information. I don't care if you have my number or my business name. Proven Realty LC, broker porter email address, Proven Realty LC at gmail.com. But please, what subdomain would you like to use? Guess what? Gator at alphagatorfunding.com. Okay, so a subdomain. What is a subdomain? Subdomain is this part here that goes in the front of a regular domain. So they have gator.alphagatorfunding.com because it looks like they're going to give you a domain, a subdomain of the main one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a name that's going to go here. But there is a nice, really cool trick on the back end of this that you can customize the original link you send out to match your own domain. So I have a domain I just purchased the other night, got it. No one's using it. It's called usematthewsmoney.com, just like Pace recommends and like a few others, usematthewsmoney.com. And underneath the GoDaddy settings, you can set up forwarding parameters. So I'm going to be sharing the www.usematthewsmoney.com. I'll be sharing that out with everybody. That'll be plastered anywhere people need to get funding to use my money, because technically it's my money, right? I'm funneling people to get funded, my money. I'm looking at Alpha Funding as my money, and everybody should do that. That's what you paid in for. That's what you invested into the tribe for. So, but under the settings on GoDaddy, they'll get auto forwarded to this domain that they're going to create for me. That's going to be where my landing page is going to be housed, right? So I'm going to go ahead and plug in here. Let's see. I don't use Gator because obviously everybody else is going to use Gator. So I want to try to keep it simple. I'm trying to think. Subdomain that's not too long. That's very simple. usematthewsmoney.com is like use Matthews Money. Let's go. Let's see. Oh man, this is tough. When you come to naming conventions, this is tough. So I'm going to pause because this video's already gone longer than as it is. And I'll be back to you here in a second once I've come up with a really cool name. All right. All right. So after consideration, thought around this and trying to keep it in the same naming conventions as what we're doing, fundyourdeals.alphagatorfunding.com. That's what I'm going to go with. Fundyourdeals.alphagatorfunding.com. It may be available. It may not be available. They'll come back to me. Embed codes. Yes, I would like to have embed codes. Embed codes can really help you place these codes in other areas. And then I agree to the affiliate manifest you agreement. So if you haven't read the agreement already, go through the agreement, read through it. Just know that what kind of percentages and payouts you're going to get based on the loan value, and know your legal, what you're bound by. What I'll say is I've already read through it all. I find that it's fairly written, but in order to be in this game, you have to make sure that you abide by some of the ways you speak about what you're promoting. And also you can't, slander and do all those kind of things. So make sure you go through it and read it. It's always good to read a contract every once in a while, like an agreement, and just kind of understand the terminology in it. Just know that they're there to protect. It's there to not only protect them, but it's also there to protect you. Agreements can help you as well, hold them accountable. So read through it. And then I'm just going to hit send, because that's it. Boom. So I'm going to send that out. And now that I've sent that out, I'm going to go back to my here, right? And then that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, so some of this has changed a bit. The do you have a website's not on there. So before submitting, get your landing page, please read the download, the affiliate program. Yep, already did all that. And I've already agreed. Right. So there you have it. That pretty much completes the second part of the process, which took less than 5 minutes, right? Most of this video is me ranting and raving about Gators here in the community not taking advantage of this and how to best use it. So I hope you got value out of today's video. I'd like to be able to post more of these videos for all of you as I continue to venture into the Gator community and do more Gator deals. And so if you like this video, let me know, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And again, please, if you're not a Gator and you've come across this video and you would like to become a Gator and you would like to learn how to use other people's money, how to use your own money to fund deals, how to get access to alpha funding, because you're in an ecosystem where you have people bringing you deals, but it's hard for you to find funding. Becoming a Gator is one of the best ways. Check the description down below. There's going to be a bunch of links to all the stuff that I use across my businesses, as well as getting into the Gator training. There's a free webinar you can sign up for down below, and we'd love to see you and be a part of the Gator tribe. And if you do join Gator, please reach out to me. Connect with me on Instagram at the real Matthew Lopez. I'd love to connect with all the Gators, and I'd love to build relationships, and I'd love to help everybody not only get their first deal, but build a sustainable business that's going to continue to pay you 5, if not 6 figures from real estate investing. That's one of my goals, and it's my goal to create my own. I've got a couple deals in the work right now that I'm going to send through not only this site, but I'm also getting access to capital from my own home equity to be pouring into other deals. That's how I use my money. Is I have equity that I pull out, that I am using and deploying, and if I have favorable returns, again, as long as it's a positive return, it's a win for me. So again, thank you all for being here. If you're in the Orlando market, keep an eye out for our end of month sub 2 Gator TC meetups. If you need access to that registration or the information for those meetups in the local Orlando, Florida market, reach out to me, send me a DM. I'll make sure you get the registration link and all the details to show up. But this is going to only be for active Gator, sub 2, and TC members. If you're none of those, we will be having a second meetup that's going to be open to the public. That's through any kind of investor, any kind of person that wants to come to learn more about real estate investing, create a finance, becoming your own bank, becoming the bank, or being an underwriter, a certified TC underwriter. Then we'll have an open forum. We'll have an open meetup, a second meetup each month. That hasn't been disclosed or determined yet. But so if you're watching this and you're not any of those 3 members, then the end of month is only for those members to start out. And so if you'd like to join those, and those are absolutely free to come to, I highly recommend looking at the sub 2 community, the Gator community links, the trainings, and sign up if the timing is right for you. If you have any questions, reach out. Have a blessed day.